I had two decent companion core runs, and then I had two bad companion core runs. So that either means I'm getting better, or sorry, that means I still need to learn how to play it, or it means it means that it's just not a good starting core, and my strategy is not good. So I'm gonna try to adjust what I'm doing a little bit. Or I'm not gonna hit the companion core. Okay. New strat or new idea. These are the cores I never pick. So what do I do? No, like no matter what, I'm going to be ditching the core. What I could try is, so the problem with weaponized core is if I go pulse rifle needs to be on the left, and then what am I charging on the right? Like, I mean, what am I buffing on the right? Because pulse rifle is the primary target to be buffed. For armored core, uh, what don't I would have to buff a low cooldown shield and have everything else on the left. So the low cooldown shield could just be duct tape. Maybe duct tape is on the right with something low cooldown to activate it. But that would be two things, which means minimum 3 slots to the right of the core. So then how am I charging it? That would be on the left of it. Because I wanted to do force field, so it'd have to be a force field on the left. So that's 3 spaces with 2 spaces for the core. So that's already 5. And then 3 more spaces for the duct tape and 2 items, which leaves 2 remaining spaces. So I guess that could be missiles. Let's try it. So it's going to be missiles, force field. I can already look for force field here. Um, what do I do if I don't hit force field? I go pulse rifle, and then go for the duct tape. And since this is rightmost shield, I will just let armored core charge the duct tape for now. Or buff the duct tape and every 7 seconds and not worry about charging. Or otherwise, I can just put the duct tape by itself to the right of the armored core and just let the armored core be what activates the duct tape, because the armored core could be charged by everything else. That's probably viable. Okay, well, we got most of what I was looking for. Didn't get the duct tape, but that's okay. Not worth going in there just to look for force field, so instead, just do XP. And go in. A shiny lighter? How is that possible? Day one. Do I live? Oh, the poison. Oh, that's so sad. Definitely XP. Into more XP. Into more XP. Into the thief, which... Do I beat the thief with this slow shield scaling? I don't think so. So maybe this, if I put it here, this is a 4-second cooldown. Let's try it. I might be able to out heal it. Because it's an 8-second cooldown versus a 4-second cooldown shield. So my shield's gonna stack, and then it's just about them countering the stacking, which they can kind of do, but I'm also dealing damage to them at the same time. So ultimately, even though they outscale me long term, short term, I believe I'm still winning this. I'll go non-weapon items now. Turbo Walter Cooler. I can't take that. Blast doors, that's not happening either. I could get schematics. It's not great, but if I eventually get... What's it called? Defensive stance, then the crit on the core will actually matter. Okay, they have 2 poisons and stacking burn. So I have a very limited amount of time to kill them, and I do not have the damage to do it before their poison gets me, unfortunately. So it is so sad that both my PvP combats were against poison. I win. They were too slow. Nice. So thanks to myself for taking the health. I will now continue to take more health. So I still need a duct tape. I still need a force field. I think I'm only going to go for the force field at a exclusively large item shop. I guess I could also look here, but I can't get through their shield. Yeah, I can't do it. I could do this one because my shield scales. I should have put this, what's it called? Security camera? That should have been on the right of the core. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. This fight's fine. Not bad. Okay. Items or skills? I think I'll only go to tool shop and large item shop. Lifting is a win condition.
You have at least a grain of wisdom, since you have come to me.
I could roll another lifting. Okay, show me the docks now. Yeah, this goes on the right. Oh, it's an 8-second cooldown though. There's no way. I can't do that. I can't put that on the board either. Another poison. This one's really fast, so I can't compete here, unfortunately. I just need a force field. Maybe I should have been looking harder for it. I'll take a weapon. Medium items does not contain what I want. I guess I take large shielding. I'll upgrade the core. I'm not so sure if I care about the cooldown. I'm gonna go for this raider. The cooldown meaning the chance at cooldown reduction from the leftmost fight. So why didn't I pick the one on the right? It was because I have no damage and they scale every time I use a non-weapon. A tool or crit skills? I'm gonna keep going for skills. There's only the same two shops I mentioned. I guess I could go in small item to look for duct tape, but I'm not going to. Oh, this isn't great. This isn't great. Alright, we'll go to weapons to look for the force field.
Any good fights lately? Well, I do miss it. make some more stories. Then come back
A
and tell me.
deadly kinetic cannon. No. I'm upgrading the core. We will go for small items to also look for duct tape.
First step, I think that suits you beautifully.
I guess barbed wire is an option, and it's also a weapon. So this can come out, this can go in. I don't care for the boots. Alright.
Well, aren't you a
If I didn't get the pulse rifle upgrade and a bunch of damage from lifting, I would have lost this fight, so it was a bit careless to go in here without even taking that into consideration.
like to work for us?
Okay. Large item, I'm not skipping. Got a force field.
Whatever that is for, I hope it pleases you.
There's no way to fit combat core into this. And I don't intend to. I simply intend to replace concealed dagger with duct tape, and then that's my build complete. I don't know why I rolled right there. I'm skipping Curio. I'm not interested in anything from there. I guess Uzi is better than the dagger because it charges the shield or the core significantly more. So now I finally should stop dying to poison, since my force field just owns them. But it was close. Or cooldown? Sure. Tools. Show me duct tape.
Come on in.
Nice.
Hey, I use that
Alright.
brand myself. Quality stuff.
So this is not bad. This spot, I'm not entirely sure how to fill in. Maybe a metronome between the core and the force field. I will buy this for
I
damage.
saved that one from Curio's junkyard. Cleaned up.
Not gonna
real
use it
nice.
though. Okay, so let's see this in action. Sell that and that and that. I should put in Uzi instead of barbed wire. The barbed wire's damage is not relevant. It's out and that's out. Let's see what it gives me to upgrade. Sure. For here. What do I want to do here? I think I'll just go for income to make it easier to buy weapons to buff my board. Maybe the... I wonder if the Uzi would be better right here. At Laddle. That's interesting.
The Grand Society of Master Merchants welcomes you.
If I can buff its attack, I can replace Pulse Rifle. I don't think I can get cool LEDs with this build. Fiber optics. Maybe. So I have to remember to do that swap frequently. Thinking, I think I should go to the rock to go for a feather and put that on the core. Gotta be weapons.
Few warriors live to retire.
Okay,
Buy my weapons, and you
I forgot to do this, so let me hopefully remember this time.
enjoy the thrill of battle while you can.
This can go.
Use it well. Make me proud.
Core cooldown is good. Okay. We're getting there. Because if I'm able to upgrade it, it should be at 1 second. I'll go to Curio. Curio has good, cheap weapons.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain. Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
Don't have anything else to buy there. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna use the fiber optics until much later.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything. That's been sitting there 20 years. waiting for you.
Alright, it's getting there.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home.
There's no way I could replace the pulse rifle though, so... Because at this point, this thing's a monster. So maybe the force field goes. Not sure. Yeah, this is,
You should know.
this isn't the
I got
direction I
into
expected this
legend.
build to go in. I guess the realistic thing that'll happen is I get rid of the force field and the core
Defeat does not defeat me.
and just go for some defensive items. So I get defensive stance for duct tape, get rid of core and force field, just put in like atomic clock or something. This is a very aggressive build. Okay. I'll just do XP here. I could look for defensive stance. I don't expect to have a large item for long term, so I'll just do heavy metal.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you. Newful teaches stillness. I prefer action. Go make some more stories, then come back and tell me.
Okay, 3 seconds. We're getting there. If I got missiles way earlier, it would have been so much better than Chris Army Knife, but it's much too late now. Okay.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
It's funny just looking at Vanessa's damage compared to mine.
You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
I would have expected them to potentially one-shot, but I guess it's too early. Okay, the only guaranteed weapon here is through here if I take the ritual dagger. So I will do that. This is a little bit of damage. And I am upgrading this. 1.2. Is that enough? So then the question, so then I do this. Get rid of force field. Just put this there. Or alternatively, get rid of these two. Put force field here, or maybe force field here. We could try this one. Do I want lifesteal? No, I think weapons platform. Or lifesteal. No. Oof, I don't know. Probably this one. Both of them drop weapons. I think there's no chance I get the skill from either. So I'm just gonna do this one for the money. I could do hero merchants to look for one that gives me a weapon. Maybe he gives me an atlatl. No, he does not. But it's a kind of cheap weapon, so we'll take it. Ooh, it's tough to leave the Uzi out. I don't know what to do here. I could just get rid of the force field, go Uzi, and find something else to put in. We're gonna try this one again though. Okay, they are aggressive, but I believe I have just way more damage than them. Oh, they got put to 1 health. I think that's my fault for not putting the pulse rifle leftmost.
World's too fast for you, huh? Poor creature.
A freeze is good.
Have a little battle or something.
Shield or tool? Tool?
It's hard to dislike.
I'll go skills definitely.
I'm up to the challenge.
Backup defenses. Let's do it.
Is a rabid beast.
And the boss Harrow, I think. I mean the other guy, the freeze guy, has a good skill too. It's either slow non-weapons or freeze non-weapons.
This ain't over, buddy.
This one is fine though, since it's very likely to drop a weapon. Unless it doesn't, but that's fine. Hardened shield, or it's gotta be hardened shield. Junk.
You see landfill? I see
Buy
barrels
every
of
weapon
Bowie.
again.
Now that's a bargain.
Shield is
Trash
fine
is
too.
tragedy. Reuse everything.
So now even if it's not leftmost, it still has the 1 second cooldown, so pulse rifle has retaken its rightful place. And I believe every damage should be going on pulse rifle. Every targeted damage at this point.
That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you. Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
I think even the cooldown should go on pulse rifle. I'm not too sure about it though.
Waiting for you. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Alright, let's try this.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist. Next
Yeah,
More
the
plunder.
force field is not great. Maybe it'd be better in a longer fight. I think I go here because the small items could be weapons. I'll just take the loot and go for gold tier skills. I do not have a vehicle. So I'll just do the initial chill buff. Hyper focus. 1.9 on pulse rifle.
This world
If I get
is
defensive
full of
stance,
noise. You must find the quiet.
then I'm gonna do it. So what gets out? I worked so hard for the atlatl. Alright, the snowflake has to go. This goes in.
Care little for gold. Your enlightenment is my reward.
And just put as much damage on the pulse rifle as I can. Ooh. I think this is... No. I don't know. I think this is still fine. No. We'll do this one. So the force field is like... It doesn't make that much sense. But once you see how crazy the pulse rifle... Oh, well. Unfortunately, they froze it and slowed it. So now all I need to do is give it haste. How do I possibly haste it? I don't know.
My battle days are over, but my weapons crave more. Use it well. Make me proud.
Cheap weapons? No. The first time you use a large item adjacent shields, that doesn't matter. We're gonna do reserve shield. Another chance at Boss Harrow or Lord Arkin. We'll do Lord Arkin. That's interesting. I can't position it in the way I'd like to. But 3.3 second cooldown force field is not bad. crit pulse rifle. I think I am absolutely going to do that, right?
You have great potential. Let me train you.
The first time you fall below half health each fight, remove freeze and slow from your items and cleanse half your burn and poison. Did I sell the snowflake and then get another one? I'm not sure. I think this is the best option by a long shot, though.
Weapons. A blade can prove our
Okay.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
2,600, and what's their crit? Wow.
Bring her about! I've got another salvo in me.
Okay, non-weapon items aren't great, and I'm poor, so I'm not gonna go there. I will definitely take that and go for here because it's gonna drop a weapon or medium damage or crit chance. No matter what, except if it drops a duplicate of its legendary. Everything else is good. There even is a world I can put this on the board. Like, imagine that. I kind of want to try it, but it's an 8-second cooldown, so that's a joke. I'm just gonna put this on the force field. If all else fails, I'll stack enough shield to make it so that force field goes crazy. Oh, I got sharp corners, alright. Oh. Let's go back to this. Find. Oh, I can't put this on the board unless I get rid of the pulse rifle. And that's never happening.
My lessons are painful.
Coolant's leak. Or honed strike. I think it's coolant leak.
As long as you draw breath, your training is not complete.
And we have to inverse the positioning. Oh no. It's not gonna work. I guess at least this one's not so bad. I was hoping to put pulse rifle light leftmost, but I can't do it without losing the duct tape value. I mean, this way is not so bad. Every 1.9 seconds, I get a 2-second freeze. It has to be like this. I mean, it's still some wasted damage though, so it actually should still be like this. So let's see if I can
Underestimate me. It makes this more
outpace
fun.
a poison Vanessa.
Like my crew says
Without
at the bar,
issue at all,
another
I can
round.
do so. have a bunch of gold, so I'll just do the crit chance.
Experience is treasure. I will share mine with you.
When you slow, I don't have a slow. When you use a tool gains haste. None of those are great. The first time you freeze, I was looking for a haste. So that's gotta be it. Lord of the Wastes or Boss Harrow? Boss Harrow has a skill I want. Lord of the Wastes does not have a skill I want, so I'm gonna go for here. For a chance at the skill again.
You gotta be with the Gorgons. Swamp snakes.
I don't think I level up unless I find another XP, so I'm not gonna go for it. I'm just gonna look for a weapon.
Well, that's up to you. It's always that tool you thought you'd never need that ends up saving your butt.
No small items to put in. Diamond lifting at the end. Slowest weapon is Chris Army Knife. That's not valid, so I will do the lifting even though it's irrelevant at this point. And I will just put a... never mind. I wanted to put a snowflake, but not if it gets mistaken as the rightmost item and blocks the freeze. What a brutal build this was.